This exercise is self-myofascial release of the foot. You can use a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball, or anything else similar to that for this exercise. When you're doing this, make sure to roll out the inside of the arch as well as the outer edge of the foot. And you can do this for about 30 seconds on each foot.
This next exercise is self-myofascial release. The purpose of this exercise is to release tight muscles. This is also called foam rolling. When foam rolling, you're going to want to focus on your calves, your IT band, your hamstrings, your glutes, and quads.
The first exercise in hip mobility is fire hydrants. For this exercise, you're going to make small circles with your knee, both clockwise and counterclockwise. You will do 10 circles in each direction and try to increase range of motion in the hip joint with each circle. 10 of those on each side. For the second exercise, it's rocking frog. You're going to have your feet together and knees wide apart and lean forward and back. When you're leaning back, really try to sink into your hips. And as you lean forward, keep the back straight so there's no arching, and you should feel a stretch in the front of your hips. The third exercise is groiners. For these, you're going to start in a high plank position and bring up one of your legs. Keep your foot wherever it lands, don't inch it forward. As you drive that foot up, try to sink into your hips so you should feel a stretch. And just sit there for a second or two before you switch. The last exercise is pigeon pose. For this exercise, you're just going to bring your leg up as Kayla's doing in this video. The goal of this is to get your shin as perpendicular to your body as possible, but keep your hips nice and square to the ground. Sit in this stretch for 30 seconds and then switch sides. The goal of the foot trace exercise is to touch the outside of your foot all the way around the edge from your heel to your toe in both directions. So you'll make circles one way and then make circles the other direction, and you really want to get into full range of motion for the foot and ankle. This exercise is arch lifts. The goal of this exercise is to strengthen the arch of the foot. You're going to do that by drawing your big toe and ball of your foot in towards your heel, lifting your arch up off the ground. You should feel it right through the inside arch. Make sure when you do this to not curl your toes into the ground, as that defeats some of the purpose of this exercise.
This exercise is heel-toe rocks. In this exercise, you're going to come up onto your toes and then slowly go back and rock onto your heels, bringing those toes up, rocking back, heel up, toe up. The purpose of this exercise is to strengthen ankle and shin muscles and also work on balance at the same time.
For toe yoga, you're going to alternate picking up your big toe and picking up all your little toes and just go back and forth.
The next exercise is door jams. The purpose of this exercise is to increase range of motion at the ankle joint. Start with your foot far enough away from a cabinet or wall where when you bend your knee, it reaches the wall. As you do this exercise, focus on keeping your heel on the ground and gaining more range of motion through the front of the ankle and the back of the calf.
This next exercise is called single leg balance with abduction. You're going to pick a leg to balance on. You're going to have a slight bend in that knee. Then you're going to pick up the opposite foot and you're going to abduct that foot. And the purpose of this exercise is to work on proprioception, balance on that foot that's planted, while also adding some strength to the opposite hip. This next exercise is toe elevated calf raises. Elevate your toes using a towel or the wall, and you're going to come up and slowly go down. The purpose of this exercise is to not only strengthen the bottom of the foot, but the calves as well. This next exercise is called ankle manuals. To begin, you're going to start with the toe in motion. From there, you will go to the toe out motion. And the final step of ankle manuals is the foot up, toe out, to foot down, toe in motion. So you're making a diagonal line with your foot. The purpose of this exercise is to strengthen ankle muscles.